Hello YouTube, Andre Bruno here again. Sorry I took so long to make a video. Again, I've been very busy doing stuff and working and stuff like that, so I didn't have enough time. But I'm back again, and here is the next video of how to actually stop feeling depersonalized. Alright, so the very first thing that I want to mention, one of the very first things you should do is actually step out of your comfort zone and socialize with people. You know, as mentioned, feelings of depersonalization can be a result of cabin fever, and if you don't allow yourself to interact with others, you can very quickly begin to feel as though the world around you and your experiences are unreal. It's possible that this way to get into a vicious cycle as you avoid interactions as a result of your depersonalization, and this then worsens your condition. It is important then to force yourself to go out and socialize and to make sure that you spend lots of time interacting with people and enjoying lots of unique and different experiences. This will help you to enjoy yourself and to rearrange with the world around you and your feelings. If you haven't been out in a long time, then this may at first be, obviously nerve-wracking and distressing, but you will find that after a while you get back into the swing of social contact. If you are in a situation you are in because you have no means of socializing in your current circumstances, then try taking up a club that you go to regularly, which will help you to get out and about. The second thing is break up your routine. So if you guys are stuck in a rut and performing the same routine day in and day out, this can make you start to question your reality, as the daily grind, obviously the 9 to 5 grind and whatever else you guys do becomes predictable and disinteresting. So do something occasionally, then to make sure you break your routine and experience something new, whether this is a holiday or an event like skydiving, etc., etc. The third part, address your anxiety. Now, depersonalization can come about as a result of anxiety. The reason for this is that your body makes you feel unreal or detached in order to help you deal with stress and the fear, almost like a psychological painkiller. This was the case in the wild to help prevent us becoming paralyzed with fear in the face of a hungry lion, for example. But in today's world, it's far less adaptive. Now, in order to help yourself stop feeling depersonalized, then you should try to find out what is causing your stress and then deal with these feelings so that it is safe to return to the real world again. In some cases, the anxiety or the stress will be the result of a childhood trauma, and sometimes speaking to a psychotherapist can help you face these demons rather than using depersonalization as an unconscious coping mechanism. The fourth part of how to stop feeling depersonalized is avoid all drugs. Now, some recreational drugs are designed in order to induce feelings of depersonalization, and of course, using any of these can worsen the feeling. Other drugs too, though, can worsen this, such as sleeping tablets, for example, which sometimes include serotonin reuptake inhibitors, and thus leave you with more numbing serotonin than alcohol, which is a depressant that blurs your perception of reality. While you might feel as though alcohol or drugs could offer you short-term relief, they may in fact be causing you problems. So try to stop using any drugs whatsoever, and likewise try to improve your diet and ensure that you're filled with lots of clean energy and eat high quantities of fiber, complex carbs, and vitamins and minerals is what I recommend. So the fifth part is exercising. Now, this is very important. This is basically what helped me a lot of the time. So exercising is a remedy for a vast range of health problems and psychological problems. In the case of depersonalization, it can help in many ways, actually, making you feel more connected to your body as you feel the sensation of straining against weights or running, and as you feel the tiredness that comes from this. At the same time, it can help you to produce many helpful hormones such as endorphins and dopamine. Dopamine helps to increase our sense of drive, reward, and purpose, while endorphins are commonly known as the happiness hormone and help us to feel more alert, awake, and cheerful. Exercise is partially effective if you do it outside, as being outside means you'll be getting sunlight and fresh air, both of which will help you to produce the right hormones, chemicals, and both of which will also increase your energy and your feeling of being connected. Now the sixth part is set goals and challenges. So sometimes depersonalization will come from the feeling that life is pointless and that you're not heading anywhere or achieving anything or any of that, etc., etc. If this is the case, then setting yourself a series of different goals and challenges can help to give meaning to your life and drive you forward, give you something to focus on. Think about what the next stage in your life is, the things that you value, and speak to your friends about how could you get your vavoom back, how could you get your yourself back. So next part is writing. So some people find it helps to express their feelings of depersonalization in writing or through other artistic mediums. The next part is meditation. So meditation is used by many people with depersonalization to help them come to terms with the problem. This can help for many reasons, as it may help them to explore their own mind and such feel more ownership of their own thoughts and feelings. At the same time, though, meditation has been shown to be very beneficial for us in terms of our health and our psychology in many ways anyways, and particularly in reducing anxiety, which, as we've already seen, can help depersonalization. So try sitting in a dark room and clearing your mind, and then just letting your thoughts come and go as they please until they eventually fall silent. Different people meditate differently, so see what works for you, alright? There's this one meditation that I heard works really well. It's called Transcendental Meditation, I believe. It's very good. You guys should check it out online at Google or something. It works very well. The next is taking breaks. So if you spend a lot of time in front of the computer, television, or video games, then this will mean that you're spending a lot of your time paying attention to a reality other than your own. So this can lead to feelings of detachment and surreality. As a result, you may find that you're more prone to this problem if you work in an office or a house bound. It's particularly the case if you work in a claustrophobic office with little social interactions and sterile lighting. So try breaking where you walk around, guys. Go outside, do something else for a bit, or speak with your colleagues at at the water fountain or whatever. It happened. A lot of the time I was on the computer a lot and it wasn't that great. So the next part is sleep. Now, guys, this is very, 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 very important on top of obviously exercising and eating properly is sleep. Sleep disorders can contribute to depersonalization in a number of ways. If you sleep too much, this can often leave us feeling drowsy and detached during the day, and especially if we wake up very late and miss a large part of the day. Furthermore, though, not sleeping enough can make us feel detached, as we end up overly tired during the day and our dreams start to creep into our daily thoughts and mingle with them. Make sure that you get a good 8 hours of sleep, quality sleep every day, and try to regulate your sleep patterns so that you get up at a good time every morning, go to bed at a reasonable time during the evening. This will also help you feel more a part of the rest of society and will help you to socialize more, as you'll be awake at more sociable hours. Now, the next part is coming to terms with your situation. So one technique that can help with personalization that is born of CBT would be necessarily to be raised by all cognitive behavioral therapists is to try and recognize your condition as a symptom of stress, tiredness, and depression, and not to give it any importance. When we are suffering from depression or other psychological issues, it's common to overanalyze ourselves and find ourselves questioning many of our thought patterns, such as feelings of depersonalization. It's this that makes us feel as though there's something wrong with us, or as though we're alone, or to increase the stress and panic that is contributing to the problem. So instead, then recognize this is just a symptom of a different problem, and one that most of us have experienced in one form or another at some time in our life. Focus on beating the anxiety and the depression. Don't worry as such about the depersonalization. It may be better after a while it eventually fades into the background. If all else fails, guys, I recommend, however, to see a doctor. Failing all these attempts to understand and control the experience, you should consult with a doctor, and they may be able to prescribe something for you, to do or something. I recommend, just my personal recommendation. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I obviously wouldn't recommend you taking any type of prescription drugs. In my opinion, that made it worse for me. All right, guys. So that's my video for today, and I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe, obviously, right on my video, like my video, comment, share, tell all your friends, and yeah. So I'll see you guys on the next video, and appreciate you guys watching it. Thank you very much. Bye.